elsewhere.
Hey y'all, it's Lindsay. It's 1:30 and I am going to show you what I eat in a day on a low carb, keto friendly lifestyle. So we got a little catching up to do because I couldn't pick the camera up earlier today. So first things first, I always have black coffee in the morning. That was around 6 a.m. It tasted so good this morning. Oh, it was delightful. And then my girls and I had to go run and do eye doctor appointments. Husband went to work. We had to go and vote. Make sure you vote. And we had to go drop some things off at a friend's house. We came back home. We did some schoolwork. And I didn't actually have any food until lunchtime, but it's technically breakfast. So yeah, let me show you what I had today to break my fast. And then we can carry on. First meal of the day, I have some L. reuteri fermented dairy. It's just half and half fermented with the L. reuteri bacteria, the Dr. Davis super magical yogurt stuff. It's not technically yogurt, but it is amazing. So that's what I'm having as my base. I did 1 scoop of my Perfect Keto strawberry MCT oil powder. If it would focus, that would be amazing. And I mixed that up, and then I did a serving of the Perfect Keto chocolate cereal. It's a Perfect Keto kind of breakfast today. And I'm going to snag a cup of coffee. Hey, real quick, I wanted to let you know Perfect Keto is having their Halloween sale right now. From now until October 31st, they are going to give 31% off all orders over $75. They're also throwing in free shipping and a free gift. So it's a really good time to go replenish anything you're running low on. I love the strawberry MCT oil powder, and the honey nut cereal is by and far our favorite. Chocolate is really good. This one's my favorite. So if you are running low on any of your Perfect Keto items, now is a good time to replenish. Click the link in my description box below and it'll take you directly to the sale. If you do choose to use my link, I appreciate that so very much. It does give me a small amount of commission and it does not raise the price for you. So if you are waiting for a sale to scoop up some of your favorite products, now is a great time to do that. That yogurt, well, fermented dairy, not yogurt. Oh, it's so good, so rich, so delightful. I love it. I am still hungry. However, we have yet another task to go do, and it's an appointment for getting the tires balanced and rotated. You know, those simple maintenance tasks that always seem to be overlooked, but are really critical when it comes to winter driving. So we're gonna manage that, come back, and I will probably be able to have more food at that point, and I'll be sure to bring you along with me. We made it home. The tire rotation happened without a hitch. It was actually much faster than I expected it to go. They said it was going to be about 45 minutes to an hour, and it wound up taking a total of maybe 35 minutes, which that was great because we needed to come back and continue working through some schoolwork. I want us to go out through the yard. We had friends over for a campfire, and I just want to go through, double check, make sure there's no candy wrappers or other, you know, like paper bowls or something like that hanging around outside. Since the kids, they did s'mores. They also had candy from trick-or-treating and, well, it's trunk or treat for our church. And so I just want to make sure to keep it clean, keep it tidy. And then we also need to figure out some dinner. The L. reuteri yogurt, when I scooped it out, my oldest thought that I had scooped out ice cream, like a soft serve ice cream almost. And that's exactly what it looked like. It was fantastic. I do really like the overall flavor profile of it as well. My homemade yogurt that has I think it's got to have at least like 5 or 8 different bacteria that you make yogurt with. That flavor profile is very different, and it's bizarre to me how the different yogurt starters or bacteria that we use for different fermented dairy products just taste so different. It was not enough to fill me up though. When we were sitting there at the tire shop, I was feeling a little still hungry. So I want to eat more food, but it is also like 3:30. I want to have dinner ready by about 5, and I think I can adult my way through the next hour and a half, especially like if I'm ready to sit down at 5 p.m. to eat dinner. I do need to figure out what we're having. I have some chicken thighs in the fridge that are ready to be used. I have sausage in there. I could do like a breakfast scramble kind of a thing. I'm just not sure what direction I want to go today, but I do want to figure out some dinner. That is also something that I have changed up a little bit. I was trying to eat with early time restricted feeding, doing a first meal as early as possible and then trying to finish my last meal between 1 and 3 p.m. And for a little while that worked, but ultimately with everything we have going on in our lives, it was a lot more effort to keep track of everything and make sure we hit all of our regular activities, make sure we got through all of our regular schoolwork, take care of just like the everyday things like getting tires balanced and rotated, and just the whole, just the whole variety of things that we as a family need to take care of. It was a little bit obnoxiously tricky for me to keep track of, okay, I need to make sure that I get full when it's, crunch time for us to be working through math. I think what I'm trying to say is with the early time restricted feeding is I recognized that it wasn't really working for me at that moment, and I saw a need to change it up. Now, part of me would have just gone ahead and powered through that and tried to force the issue for as long as possible, like, white knuckling it, like, okay, I can make it work. I can force it to submit to my current will. However, I don't know if it is maturity or exhaustion, but I realized I was trying to make something fit into our current circumstances that wasn't really compatible with our current circumstances. So recognizing that and saying, we don't have to do this right now. It can be a tool, and it is a tool that I would like to develop and be able to wield when I need to. I don't have the right project happening to use that tool. I'm not going to use a sewing machine on a painting project. I'm not going to go through and use a welder on building a wood Adirondack chair. Like, those things they're not going to work out so well. I mean, you can always force it to work, but if you can use the proper tool for the proper application, usually things work out a little bit better. So that's where I am with that. I definitely think we're gonna have the chicken thighs tonight. I'm feeling the chicken thighs. Alrighty, dinner is ready. So I roasted up a bunch of those chicken thighs. I guess technically they're baked. I just coated them all liberally with butter, and then I sprinkled on some of the Redmond seasoned salt, baked it up, I don't know, for maybe 30 minutes. Over here I have zucchini fritters. I just had half a shredded zucchini, 1 egg, and then some of my baking blend and some seasoned salt to flavor those, and I fried those in a pan in bacon grease. And then over here I have a little bit of broccoli that is absolutely swimming in butter, so that will be dinner. A little bubbly to go alongside it, and I'm gonna go, oh, also, if I want to dip anything, I've got my homemade mayonnaise. Dinner is done. Taking out the trash. Hold still, please. Oof, up and over. Okay, so dinner was incredible. I'm going to stand out here and talk to you because I have light. Oh, the air conditioner. All right, dinner was fantastic. Oh my word. Such a testament to the fact that simple is successful 9 times out of 10. The chicken thighs in the butter, so easy, so just like, I don't know, it borderline, you don't even have to think about it. I'm sorry, I'm checking for my light out here. It is dusk and there is not a whole lot of light out here at our fire pit zone. Got a big old fire pit here. And just like dousing the broccoli in the butter, so easy, not a lot of thought, not a lot of effort. The zucchini fritters, oh, so good. Just an egg, some of my baking blend. I think I might have used 1/4 of a cup of baking blend, maybe a 1/3 cup. And then probably between a half cup and 3/4 of a cup of shredded zucchini, and that made 6, just enough for me and Jared, and so good, so comforting. That's really what it felt like. The girls, I made them tater tots, so it was like our replacement for the tots. I didn't even need the mayonnaise or anything. It was so good, so good. I had every intention of talking to you while I was sitting out there by our fire pit. It's not currently lit. We were just sitting out there because it's so nice out here. I am gonna head back inside and get my coffee pot set up for tomorrow. It's one of those things that is just built into my nightly ritual, I guess. I'm probably going to go ahead and make myself a cup of decaf coffee for tonight. I made some more butter and coconut oil fat bombs for my coffee, my little hearts. I need to make a video on how I do that. It's wicked easy, but you know, sometimes people have different techniques, so I will at some point do that. Is that a smudge on the... Okay, it's on the window. I thought the blinds were kind of wonky. I also turned them from just like plain butter and coconut oil, and I added a little bit of eggnog flavoring. It'll sort of be an eggnog latte adjacent because it'll just be kind of a little frothy and have the eggnog flavor, but mostly be coffee. So that will probably be what I end the night with. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Here is my decaf coffee, and I have my butter and coconut oil fat bomb in here. There is a small amount of a flavor oil, the eggnog flavor oil from Loran. I do get that on Amazon. I'll try to link that in my description box below. And I also sprinkled nutmeg on the fat bombs before I froze them. Actually, I did it on the underside, so it was nice and smooth. I'm gonna whisk that in with a hand frother, and that will be my evening treat. This is where I leave you. I'm gonna go drink this coffee and watch some TV, veg out, and yeah, go to bed, wake up, do it all over again. It's gonna be great. I appreciate you coming along with me on this What I Eat in a Day video. And if you're new around these parts, I do like to make this kind of content. I also will throw in a recipe video. I'll do things where I kind of talk about the things I'm dealing with or learning about as far as health and wellness are concerned. And a few other items, I suppose, occasionally get sprinkled in. And if any of that is exciting to you or interesting to you or just mildly intriguing, check out my content and consider subscribing. To my returning viewers, thank you for being here, and I hope to see y'all in my next video.